Welcome to ClickAlgo Zen. This is your AI assistant for building cTrader trading tools. You can create automated strategies, custom indicators, trading panels, dashboards, and plugins, all without writing code. Let's get started. Hi there. In today's video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can create a MACD histogram trend following strategy for the cTrader trading platform. So first of all, I'm going to leave it on the default model on DeepSeek Pro. I'm going to choose the task, build an automated trading robot. Now it's going to give you some guidance what you want to add here and tells you how to actually create your information that you need to provide. So I would definitely read all the additional help here. So what I'm going to do is I've already pre-written my requirements to build this trading strategy. I'm just going to copy and paste it into the window. I'll quickly go through it with you. So you can see here, actually I'll bring I'll bring the text across, it's easier. So I'm going to create a cTrader cBot for the MACD trend following strategy. The cBot should use the histogram to identify trend momentum. I've specified my entry rules. So open a buy trade when the MACD histogram crosses above 0, sell when the MACD histogram crosses below 0, only one trade open at any time for any direction. Do not open new trades if there's one already active. Now we've got some exit rules here. Close buy trades when the MACD histogram crosses below. So it's got the reverse for closing. Also, we're going to include a stop loss and take profit protection. I'm also going to define my inputs. So if you want your inputs, try and do a very similar sort of layout as this for your requirements. So I want the MACD long cycle, short cycle, period, trade volume in lots, stop loss in pips, take profit in pips, the label name, and then enable or disable buy signals. And at the bottom, I've got cBot should only manage its own positions using the label name and should be suitable for backtesting and optimization in cTrader. So there you go. There's the requirements. Now I'm going to click send here, and this will go ahead and actually build the robot for you. So this is now sending the requirements to DeepSeek Pro. You can use DeepSeek is one of the most cheapest models to use, but it's also excellent. It's a very good model. But if you want something more complex, or you have a very complex strategy, I would choose one of the more advanced models down here. We've just added Claude Opus into experimental mode, and we'll go through that on another video. So it's come back now, the code for our strategy. So what I'm going to do is verify the build. This will make sure there's no bugs in the code. And once that's complete, if there are bugs in it, it's easy to fix. You've got auto fixing in here. You can actually do it, or you can click on repair mode and repair it through there. Okay, so it's built okay. So I'm going to download the algo file, and then I'm going to click on there to install. That's installing it into cTrader. I can start the cBot straight away, but I'm not going to. You can see it's added it up here, MACD histogram trend. If I add a cBot instance, and you can go into your settings, and these are the settings that I defined in the requirements that I mentioned earlier. You've got the volume in lots, the label, the allow buy or sell, the MACD short and long cycles, plus the period, plus the risk management. So try and do the requirements as I've specified there. Don't make them too big. Start small. So the whole idea is to start small with your requirements. Don't try and put huge amounts of requirements in, because it will just throw you back and tell you to do it in smaller steps. There's a big reason for this I've mentioned in my previous videos, and that is to build an automated trading system. You've got to do it in incremental steps, not try and throw everything at once, because you'll just end up with junk, really. So what I'm going to do now is go back to here where we've got our project. And I'm actually going to save this project. So I'm going to call it MACD, just MACD trend. And I'm going to call it first version. Okay, that would just save it, just in case at some point I lose the project for any reason, or for anything you want to roll back to your previous version. Now what I'm going to do now is a follow-up. So the whole idea is to start with basic requirements and then add additional features. Now the follow-up I'm going to do, I'll just copy and paste the follow-up here. Now the follow-up I'm going to do is say update the cBot to use a moving average trend filter. So we're going to put an additional feature filter in there for a moving average. Allow only buy trades when the price is above the moving average. So what we're going to say is when the price is above the moving average filter or indicator that we're going to add, only open up buy trades, and only open up sell trades when the price is below the moving average filter. Add input parameters for the moving average period and moving average type. So what we're doing now, we're going to do a follow-up asking for additional features, and our features are to add another indicator, which is a moving average, and we're going to use this indicator as a more of a fine tuning to actually open or close trades. So I'm going to send that off to the AI model now. That should go ahead and actually return the updated code. And then what I'll do is I'll build it again, make sure there's no errors, and then publish that back to cTrader so you can actually start using it and testing it. We have got another feature as well, which is the backtest analysis. You can see the button there. That'll allow you to analyze your backtest results. We have got another video showing that. So this is the code that's come back now with all the additional features. So we've got the MACD and here's our trend filter here. So if you're not a developer, you really don't need to know about the code. If you are, you can follow the code of what's going on. It's updated the entire code, tells you what's changed. It's updated all these values here, and it even asks you the next step. What would you like to do? And it just says to you really need to test it next. So we're going to verify the build, and we're going to download the algo file. It's downloaded another one with a 1 at the end. We can always change that. You can rename this if you want. So now we've got two. So we've got two versions in case you want to roll back. So I add an instance here. So if you don't want the one there, you can actually just rename it or delete your old one and it will actually update it. So if I go to the parameter settings now, you can see we've got our trend filter added, the trend MA period and the trend MA type. So now if you were to run this robot, it's actually got an additional indicator for a stronger buy or sell signal for opening trades. And you can continue to add features as you go along. So what we would do now, you would actually go to backtest and you would actually backtest this cBot. I won't do it today. You'd backtest the cBot to make sure all the trading conditions or the trading rules are correct. So you have your strategy and you need to test your strategy. This is why you need to do it in incremental steps and not try and put huge amounts of requirements in one go, because you need to test each feature that you add to make sure it works. And once you're happy with that, you move on to the next step. So you would definitely backtest. And like again, if you wanted to analyze the backtest results, you click on that and you put the backtest report in. There is another video explaining this. And this will actually show you how to improve. The AI will look at your backtest results and it will tell you how to improve your strategy and what to add next. So what I'm going to do now is just go back to projects. I'm going to do MACD trend. I'm going to do second version. Or I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to projects. I'm going to say MA. The MA filter. Oops, it's gone. Go back again. Oh yeah, MA filter added. Oh, it saved it already. No, it hasn't. MA filter added. Let's go back. And we have a bug. So I'll fix that bug. So what's going on now? It's just not allowing you to save the trip. Ah, there you go. That's why it didn't allow me to save it. It wasn't a bug because it saved your previous one here, first version. So the second version, I have to call it something different. So I'll just call it MA trend V2. Okay, now I can save this. So that's actually better than before because you're not overwriting it. So now, if you ever wanted to roll back to your previous version, you click on the MACD trend. This is your first version that you created. For any reason you want to go back to the previous code. And if you want to go to the version that we've just done, you click on this one. And this one's got the additional features we've just added. Okay, that's much better. Okay, that's all I wanted to show you today. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks very much.